Friday on the weekday broadcast, we aired probably 30 minutes of a 45-minute speech Trump gave on Thursday in the Carolinas, where he said, look, we have to unify as a country around nationalism and free market. And he looked at the predominantly white crowd and he said, we're going to have to hire people of every race, color, and creed and have the American pie, you know, really work from a free market perspective, or we're going to collapse. And that's absolutely how economies work. People think like if somebody's wealthy, then you're getting cut out of something. Well, only if they stole the wealth with derivatives or a Ponzi scheme or a scam. But if someone actually builds wealth or designs automobiles or better computers or writes books or creates music, that makes the culture richer. This idea that someone doing well hurts someone else is pure bull. It's not a sum game. But under globalism, it is, because they want a post-industrial world with a smaller pie. I want to play some of these clips here in a moment where he goes into the nightmare of what the Democrats have done. But when I come back in the second hour, the Islamic/globalist alliance is getting so crazy that it went further than I thought it could. I mean, this is getting so weird, so bizarro, so cartoonish. I mean, Turkey is putting travel advisories on saying, don't go to Sweden, you may be raped. But not pointing out something like 80% of the rapes are by Muslim men. And Turkey's having bombings almost every day. But it says don't go to Sweden. We've got Uma Abedin, the girlfriend of Hillary, reportedly, worked at a radical Muslim journal for a dozen years, a radical journal that said women should have to wear hoods over their heads, but she runs around in little pretty flower dresses. And if her relationship with Hillary's true, she'd be executed in Saudi Arabia for lesbian activity. I'm a libertarian. I'm a patriot. I believe in a lot of conservative values, but I don't try to make you follow my views. It's just these people win the hypocrite award on every front, man. I just don't know where to begin. But you talk about bizarro. BBC says opposing, there's actually a video clip of this. BBC says opposing Sharia law is, quote, Islamophobic. Women have to have their genitals cut off, and that's liberal, though. I mean, I just can't handle it anymore. Death toll from Turkey, wedding attack rises to 50. Governor's office, they have these every few days where they blow up weddings. They strapped, a 12-year-old with bombs and sent him in. Total cowards, but it has nothing to do with Islam, of course. ISIS, that's the group that has nothing to do with Islam. Yeah. Quoting Carl the Cuck there. Europe hit by more sex attacks. Now 22 girls assaulted at Stockholm Festival. But they have Stockholm Syndrome and won't blame the Muslims. You can't make it up. Sunday Express. Turkish paper warns against traveling to Sweden due to rape stats. I mean, I just mentioned it. I mean, I shouldn't laugh. It's just at a certain point I can't handle this anymore. We're going to get to all of it coming up. The UN has set up these operations in Central America to, like, bring people in from around the world. They even charge them like a travel agency and then ship them into the U.S. I mean, we have reached cloud cuckoo land at this point. So that's coming up. We've got a Johns Hopkins professor who says, don't have kids if you want to save the planet. We've got journalism collapsing in the country. Pentagon's missing $6.5 trillion. You cannot make this up. That's just some of what we're going to be breaking down. But before I go any further, we have several specials that are ending today. The special where you get the new film Amerigeddon, that's a $5 million budget film produced by Chuck Norris's son with Gary Haven, that deals with a fictional attack with an EMP weapon and a UN invasion. Great way to wake up people. Very informative film. A lot of great information. I'm obviously in it. And again, I refuse to be in big films all the time, but I was in this one. It was only a few days of shooting, and they're patriots, so I wanted to be involved with shot here in Texas, a lot of it. But you get 2 of my films free when you get a second copy of Amerigeddon. 1 copy, $19.95, 2 copies for $39, and then get 2 of my films, 9/11, The Road to Tyranny, and then a film exposing how the government has secret slush funds, comprehensive annual financial reports exposed. And by the way, when these DVDs sell out, a lot of them I'm never going to print again. So last chance to get these in your library. if you want to take advantage of that. That is going to end probably today because we're about to sell out of all of our DVDs, not Amerigeddon, but of our films that we add to it free. So if you want to take advantage of that, take advantage of it today. Also, Living Defense is a formula with dozens and dozens of different herbs and plant extracts that are known for thousands of years in cultures across the world. But, I mean, we take what the Egyptians did and what the Europeans did and what the Mayans did. These are herbs from all over the world, like wormwood. Why is it called wormwood? Because you eat this and it gets rid of worms. That's just one ingredient in it. Black walnut, green hull. It's all in there to flush the body out of parasites, you name it. Most people have these. Our media tries to cover it up. 20% off Living Defense. They just want to keep you sick, folks. They don't want you to know actually what's going on out there. Just the herbs in it are good for you anyways. This is the ultimate formula. It's 20% off. It will sell out the next few days. The good news is more is coming in the next month. Very hard to source all of this. That's why we sell out so often. And your purchase of the products makes everything we do here possible. So I want to thank you for purchasing products at InfoWarsStore.com. And InfoWarsLife.com is the subdomain for the supplements for the nutraceuticals. And I also want to thank you for spreading the word about our videos, our links, our articles. Don't take this show for granted. They're coming to try to censor. Fight for free speech, and you do that by promoting it so we're strong and we have a bigger audience to stand against this attempt to shut us and others down. This is the key time we're entering. People are ready to wake up. So I want to commend you that have been fighting for so long to expose globalism and the New World Order. Now's the time for the maximum push and total commitment. Now let's go to one of these clips as we go out to break of Donald Trump talking about Democratic failures in one of his recent speeches in North Carolina.
Look how badly things are going under decades of Democratic leadership. Look at the schools. Look at the poverty. Look at the 58% of young African Americans not working. 58%. It is time for a change. What do you have to lose by trying something new? I will fix it. Watch. I will fix it. You have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. It is so bad. The inner cities are so bad. You have nothing to lose. They have been playing with you for 60, 70, 80 years. Many, many decades. You have nothing to lose. I will do a great job.
Yeah, he knows it's a globalist plan to disenfranchise. What they practice on the blacks, they're going to do to everybody now. Trump knows, folks. I've talked to him. He wants to end it.
This means so much to me.
He loves everybody.
I will work as hard as I can.
He can't stand it.
To bring new opportunity to places in our country.
He doesn't want to make you poor and piss on you, folks.
In a very,
He's not a piece of filth. It's why they hate him.
Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party
of the KKK
have taken African American votes totally for granted. Because the votes have been automatically there for them, there has been no reason for Democrats to produce, and they haven't.
The true message
they haven't produced in decades.
is now coming out. They are crapping their pants.
It's time to break with the failures of the past and to fight for every last American child in this country to have a better and a much, much brighter future. In my administration, every American will be treated equally, protected equally, and honored equally.
That's right. Come off the globalist plantation,
we will
everybody.
Reject bigotry and hatred and oppression in all of its forms and seek a new future built on our common culture and values as one American people.
So Morgan Freeman said, not only Black History 1 month out of the year, Black history is American history.
This is the change I am promising.
Blacks have been here since day one, folks.
An honest government, a great economy, and a just society for each and every American.
This is liberal. This is unity, folks. This is real Thomas Jefferson stuff here. This is Martin Luther King.
We can never, ever fix our problems by relying on the same politicians who created these problems in the first place.
By design.
Can't do it.
LBJ said to make black slaves.
72% of voters say our country is on the wrong track. I am the change candidate.
Talk show host is Alex Jones. He's a conspiracy theorist.
Radio talk show host Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Jones is the wildly popular conspiracy theorist.
Radio talk show host and conspiracy theorist Alex Jones.
Deeply, I think, racist.
I just got called racist by MSNBC.
I don't want that man to have a gun.
1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms.
The Alex Jones Show. Watch the free stream live at Infowars.com/show.
I'm going to lay it out short and sweet. I got so dedicated to fighting the globalists and their program for world government that I stopped working out. I was a total fitness nut 20 years ago. About 15 years ago, I just stopped working out. I gained close to 100 pounds. And diet and exercise only helped me lose 20 or so. But when I started using the natural products that God gave us through Mother Nature, and when we developed Super Male Vitality and the Good Halogen X2 and things like Secret 12 that is true, organic, absorbable, bioavailable B12, it changed my life. I have lost 50, 60 pounds of fat or more. I've gained 20 pounds of muscle. I'm stronger than I was when I was 22, when I could bench press close to 400 pounds and squat 600. It's actually scary. And it's because I take products that our researchers developed that block the estrogen mimickers that basically feminize men. We've produced these products with top scientists and researchers like Dr. Group to help you counteract the globalist onslaught and at the same time support InfoWars in our fight to promote human liberty and freedom worldwide. Start your journey towards normal human metabolic activity today. Counteract the globalist onslaught. It starts at InfoWarsLife.com.